Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Mehdi Sami and today I will talk about the nursing management and leadership course, and in this lecture I will talk about time management for nursing. Baccalaureate Science Nursing Mohammed Mehdi Sami. So let's start. In this lecture or lecture outline, in this lecture I will talk about time management, and at the end of this lecture the student able to be should be able to identify the concept of time management, determine the primary aim of time management, describe the importance of time management, identify the principles of time management. Introduction. Time is a constant that cannot be altered. The clock cannot be slowed down or up, speeded up. Thus, time management is a misnomer. We are not talking about managing time itself. We are talking about managing events. The key to managing event effectively is to manage ourselves, self-management rather than time management. Concept of time management. What is time? Time never stops. It does not wait for anyone. It cannot be reserved. It cannot be recycled. This time is not utilized or utilized probably gets wasted. Time is given different can connotations by different people. For example, there are some people who treat time as money. There are others who treat it as life. Time management, we need to treat the time as the duration or a period available to do something. The duration of time is measured in terms of second, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years. Time management. So, time management is the process of time-based planning and implementation of some activity to fulfill requires need, discharge obligations, complete tasks, carry out projects, and achieve desired goals. The primary aim of time management is to make optimum use of the time. Importance of time management: to know how to use time wisely, to get more work done in less time, to conserve time and energy. The nurse manager may start a plan for maximizing use of managerial time by the application of the following principles. Principles of time management: selection of staff, goal setting priorities, daily planning and scheduling, strategies, plan, delegation, personal organization, and self-discipline. Selection of staff. So, selection of well, qualified staff is critical for time saving because they required this is supervisor time for development and corrective action. Also, staff who are adequate informed do not waste time wondering what to do. The availability of organizational charts and job descriptions save time to find out who is responsible to whom and for what. Lines of authority. Goal setting. Goals provide direction and vision for actions and a timeline in which activities will be accomplished. 5. five major questions about goals must be answered if the North manager is to manage time effectively. So, what specific unit objectives are to be achieved? What specific activities are necessary to achieve these objectives? How much time is required for each activity? Which activities can be planned and scheduled for concurrent action and which must be planned and scheduled sequentially? Which activities can be delegated to staff? Setting priorities. Priorities should be established for activities to be performed by the North manager. The table below shows types of activities with examples: important and urgent, important, not urgent, urgent, not important, and not urgent, not important. So, number one, important and urgent. Quadrant 1 tasks typically consist of crisis problems or deadlines. Important, not urgent. Quadrant 2 tasks are typically centered around strengthening relationship, planning for the future, and improving yourself. Urgent, not important. Completing and submitting the best available list for a disaster trial. Not urgent, not important. Specific example of not urgent and not important tasks include watching TV, the website, playing video games, daily planning and scheduling. A to-do list should be prepared each day, either after work hours the previous day or early before work on the same day. Flexibility must be a major consideration in this plan. The nose manager should leave some time uncommitted to deal with the unexpected emergency that are sure to happen. Planning strategies. Once the nurse manager has determined and worked the goals, the manager plans strategies for them, how to accomplish them, decided what activities must be done, what are low priority activities that can be eliminated, and scheduled activities. Delegation is the process by which responsibility, authority, and accountability for performing tasks, functions, activities, decisions are assigned to individuals. Personal organization and self-discipline. The nurse manager is involved in many activities, situations, and events in relation or time available. The nurse manager must be well organized and self-disciplined in order to be effective. Example: to focus on one task at a time, making sure to start with a high priority task. Personal organization and self-discipline. A. Improve reading and memory. Waiting time. Use telephone calls. Schedule office visits. Say no. Use meeting effectively. Schedule paperwork. So, improve reading and memory. Learning speed reading and reading for meaning can help overcome reading problems and inability to concentrate. Listening and memory techniques also save time. When listening for understanding, the Norse manager should be attentive, delaying judgment, maintaining eye contact, and using attentive body language. Uh, Transition time or waiting time. Much time is spent in waiting. Example, for meetings to start or to talk to someone. Using this time effectively instead of waiting work. Use telephone calls. A call back system can be used. A long cord or cordless phone also want to move around at work. Schedule office visits. The secretary can schedule an appointment for the appropriate time and inform the notes manager of the purpose of the meeting so that she or he can be adequately prepared. Closing office door is helpful to complete talk without interruption. Say no. Most people find it difficult to say no to a responsible request from a co-worker. However, learning how to say no with a pleasant facial expression save time. Understand the following conditions. A nurse manager should refuse to undertake responsibilities that are not her or his required job duties. When the activity will not serve the manager's own professional goals. When the activity requires time and abilities that the manager does not have. When the activity holds no interest for the manager. When undertaking the activity will prevent the manager's involvement in more attractive or more rewarding activity. Use meetings effectively. Meetings should start on time. Stating the purpose of the meeting and following the agent are the nurse manager's responsibilities. She or he should start with high priority items, con- control interruptions, make conclusions, and end the meeting on time. Schedule paperwork. Nurse managers spend considerable time writing and reading, and they are required to copy with increasing unit paperwork. Some of the measures can be followed by the nurse manager, including the following: plan and schedule time for paperwork. Example, time for recording, time to answer mails or emails. Sort paperwork for effective processing. Example, system of filling. Share paperwork responsibility with staff. Example, teaching staff members. Thank you for listening and goodbye.